I'm feeling hungry. Let's find something to eat. Really? We should go to the shop soon. Store, whatever you call it. I think we have some snacks up here. Yeah.
William, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get this. I'm trying to get a snack, but I can't reach the cabinet.
Would you like, I don't know, help with that?
I think I can do it. It's just a little. Oh God! I opened the freezer. Higher. Oh God. You know what? Can you help me?
I sure can. Why don't you come over here and hold this? Well, I go do that. Okay. Cheese curls?
Cheese curls. That sounds good.
That sounds good. Now you have your cheese curls, or cheese puffs, or whatever they're called. That's a wonderful face. Was it hard to ask for help?
Oh, I do take my.
Oh, I thought we were sharing.
Oh. Okay.
May I have a cheese curl?
Yes.
Okay. Was it hard to ask for help to get them?
Sure. It was. I didn't want you to think that I couldn't do anything by myself, and I was almost there. I actually touched the handle at one point.
Right? You're getting pretty tall.
I was this close, but
yeah.
No.
So, and this was a pretty simple thing to get cheese puffs or whatever to get a snack. But like, are there other times that it's hard to ask for help?
I feel like I've actually had, like, for a while, I've actually, like, had trouble asking for help in some things.
Like what?
My
Can you think of anything?
math problems. I didn't. Sometimes I struggled with my, like, math problems from home, and I didn't really want to ask my mom or dad for help, and I don't really know why, but sometimes I just feel like I can do this just a little bit longer, and it doesn't always go that way. Sometimes it does. Sometimes you're like, oh, well, that worked.
Right? So sometimes you want to try it for yourself, and sometimes you don't want to let anyone know you can't do it for yourself, right? And there are things that are harder you can ask for help than, like, getting a snack just because you're like a half an inch too short. But doing some schoolwork, you might feel like, nope, I'm really smart and I know this, I got it, so I don't need help.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it's okay for adults to ask for help too?
Yeah.
Are there things like that I ask you to help me with?
You know, it's late in the night, so I don't...
I can think of one that you help with. Do I ask you to help me with children's time sometimes?
Yes.
Yes, right? Yeah. I could probably do it myself, but I think it turns out better. It's more fun when there's someone to talk to. You can get your perspective on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of course, we want to make sure that we're trying to encourage people to ask other people for help when they need help, but also to ask God for help when we need help that God can give. What kind of help do you think God gives? Can God help you reach the snacks?
You could put that into a metaphor, but
right.
not
Okay.
quite literally.
Not quite literally. Okay.
But I could definitely see that being a metaphor.
All right.
What
do we ask God to help us with?
I feel like God can help us with our emotions, and, like, maybe if we're sad or angry, God can make us feel better.
Just sort of talking to God about it can make us feel better or help us feel better?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Praying isn't also, like, basically asking God for help if you're, like,
A lot of times,
praying
right?
for someone who's sick, you're asking God to help them.
Right? And it's not something we can do ourselves, but
No.
we ask God for help.
Yep.
That's a great point. Well, we can ask God for help a little bit right now. Does that sound all right? Once you're done with your cheese puff. All right. God, sometimes it's hard to ask other people for what we might need, for help. We sometimes don't want to admit that we even need help. But we know that you are always there, and you'll help us, especially with things that we are feeling, with our with the people we were worried about, and we're hoping that they might feel better soon. So help us ask for help and not be embarrassed to do that, and to know that you are always listening. Amen.
Amen.
Thanks for helping me.
Thank you for doing this with me.
All right.
All right.
See you later.